My name is Ed Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. Today we are testing out the new screen paint from Nova. This is going to be our Elitist Nova 17. That is the name that I have for it. And right now we've already did this against 3 certified screens from the door. Now we're going to see how it stacks up against other mixes and products on the market. Alright, so let's begin. We already start with a white screen. And we'll go from the colors from there. Okie doke, let's begin. So of course we're doing this in a fully lit environment. It's always important to do these demonstrations in a well-lit environment. So we're showing the white screen first. Now we're going to switch over to red. No red in this one. I have to wait for the commercial to bypass, or can we get around it? No, you're going to make us go through. There we go. That's the color red. We'll switch over to blue. This is just a test to see if the colors come up correctly. And like I said, we test against everybody. I got about 18 sample sheets in my kitchen drawer. We already tested the product when I first started off with these certifieds. Now we'll do screen paint mixes and see if they can actually match the technology. In mind, the color of the screen is like a bronze brown. That what makes it even interesting. Now we're going to do a change out. Just going to swap the colors to see if there's any difference between my product and any other product on the market. Yeah, it's something interesting that was added to the technology. It has the ability to boost insane color capabilities, even next to screens that are supposed to be to pull a much brighter image. But yet they can't see contrast. The core reef is supposed to have black edging in it, and you can't see it. The screen can't see it at all. This one pulls a little better. Judging how dark my screen is, pour in an extremely high white level. Yet can't see color. This is a new product. New product. We haven't even started testing yet. I'm just curious, always curious to see what would happen. Now, I said before, with any dark screen, it has to be to produce a white level high enough where the images pop up. Without a white level, you wouldn't be to see any bright colors. There's no way in the world that red would come up that bright if that screen couldn't produce a white level. Our technology.
The reviews are in for Nivea Nourishing Body Wash. See what all the love is about.
So you can produce a white level at all, period. But yet this screen can't see color. LG snowboarding demonstration. And yes, we'll put the Prime Vision 2.0 against this surface. It's going to do the same thing the other one's going to do. It's going to wash out. Elitist. New York City, nighttime screensaver. OG beta fish. I like this particular demonstration because the background is solid black. And again, contrast demonstrations are supposed to be done in fully lit environments. As you can see, this is new technology we're testing out. And even at new technology, demonstrations are done always in fully lit environments. Even contrast. Particular one I want. Very good deep contrast levels. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. I want to see this one. This is the one I want. That's what I wanted. Now, usually a demonstration this dark, most people would do this in the dark, because if they try to do it with the lights on, the screen's not going to react correctly because it can't see contrast. So they'll prefer to do this demonstration in a dark environment as possible, or a controlled environment. It's not supposed to be done that way. It's supposed to be done in a fully lit environment. You need to see how the contrast levels are going to react to a fully lit environment. Now, like I said, this is nothing old. This is new technology. It was developed about a few days ago. About Saturday it was developed. And even on its first time being displayed, if you notice, we're not in a dark environment. Those contrast levels have to be displayed in a fully lit environment, because the customer needs to see how the contrast is going to react if he turns the lights on. How would you know that if all the demonstrations are constantly being done in the dark? Contrast changes dramatically with the lights on. It produces better with the lights off. If you're constantly doing demonstrations in the dark when it comes to contrast, what do you know what you're actually getting? Now, we expect for the screen, any screen that's lighter than our technology, we always expect for it to produce a whiter level. That's just basic common sense. What we don't expect for it to be to do is produce color, because the white levels are too high, as it's doing right now. It can't see color and it can't see contrast. This is why you're told when you have a screen like this that you have to calibrate and you have to use an ambient light controlled environment. And it doesn't just go with the screen paint mixers, it goes with the high performance projection screens too, because they're the ones who started that nonsense. Because their screens weren't picking up properly. Go over to. I want to pull up. Let me see. We need. Oh, definitely need this. There we go. That's what I need to see, how bright our white levels are. That's how dark that technology is, and that's how high the white levels are. You can't pull up the contrast. You're supposed to be able to see the scales, an individual alligator. See, I told you, can't see color. You're not going to be able to see brown. You can't pick it up. Our screen is super dark, and the fact that it's maintaining white levels that high. But the fact that this screen can't, the screen's right there against it, they can't see color. That's why the brown wouldn't pop up on the horse. Look how dark that screen is. So we can bring white levels just about as high as your product, and we can pull contrast and color, which your screen can't do. All right, people, we're going to be cutting this short. That's an extremely very important business call that has to be attended to. Cancel. But as you can see with the technology we have here, the white levels are literally so high that they're easy can blend in to his product. And not only that, but they can see color. Red, the color red. This is why it's very important to do these color demonstrations, because you have to be to show if your screen can see that the projector is actually seeing red. Sony 4K demonstration. This actually sticking a bit. No, and I just displayed red and just showed you that. There you go. That's the reason why I show you the color patterns first on reds, blues, greens, and yellows, so you can see if the projector is actually seeing red when it makes contact with the screen. And the same way you saw it on straight color is the same way you're seeing it displayed right here. Can't see color. All right, I gotta go. I gotta take that business call. It's very important. Thank you for your time. I have to go, and God bless.